And we are back. League of Gentlemen 2019-2020 NFL Fantasy Football season. Welcome back. Everybody is back. A very exciting year. We've already had some of the biggest situations happen, and it's only week one. We are only going into week one of this year's beautiful season. We got a lot of weeks, 13 weeks, 6 teams make it to the playoffs. One is crowned, one keeps the bragging rights. BJ won it all this year. Incredible stuff, BJ. Thank you so much again for being a good friend and bringing that incredible shrimp. The draft party was one of the greatest times of my life, of course. We always have a top 10 time of our lives there. This year, 3 beer chug. That was pretty cool. Kyle, congratulations. 30 to 40 seconds. That was no problem for you. Today we will be talking, see this, I got a new little setup there. You see that? That's pretty cool. New cards, new little notes here with the little League of Gentlemen background there. So we're going to talk about some of the picks people made, some of the trades that have already occurred this year. It's pretty amazing to see what we have going on already, and it's not even, the first week's not even done yet. So first thing, let's just go right into it. Last week's results, we had a draft on Saturday. Pat, thank you for hosting. Thank you for everyone bringing the incredible food. We have Town Spa, Chateau, chicken parms. Kyle, good man right there, bringing the beers too. Willie brought the steak. It was just an all-around team effort. I just wanted to point that out, that we have some of the best friends around. So here we go. So we're going to talk about some of the top draft stories first. The first one is obviously Andrew Luck retiring mid-draft after Cam has already selected him. T.Y. Hilton obviously takes a little bit of a decrease in points probably projected for the year. So Cam had both of them, so that's just a pretty tough spot to be in. Also, Patrick Mahomes going first overall. That was not a surprise to us, but to everyone else. There was some harsh comments being made about his team over Twitter. He also took Deshaun Jackson 96th and McCoy 97th. He has the 2 top Kansas City running backs now. Drafted one of them early and then has McCoy, so that's a good handcuff there. Can't hate on that. Also, I drafted Duke Johnson, Lamar Miller. Thank you for tearing your ACL. That was very appreciative. Tom's loyal disciple drafting Tom Brady 69th overall in the 6th round. I think a little early for Tom, but we will see how that goes. So those are just a couple highlights from the draft. The next piece we'd like to talk about is probably, the dumbass of the week. That's going to be a new segment. We're going to talk about the worst decision. We do that. We've done it before. We're going to bring it back. Worst decision of the week. We have one this week, and we also have the manager of the week, which is obviously a counterpart to the dumbass of the week. We all know where this one's going. So, of course, this is the dumbass of the week. We'd like to say that El Chapo will take that, trading Zeke and Drake for Pollard and Ballage, or however you pronounce his name. Tony Pollard and Ballage, or whatever you want to call it. It's Tony Pollard, 129th pick and the 153rd pick, and then Will drafted Zeke 12th overall for no apparent reason, just to trade him for a bag of Skittles and a couple running backs. 12th and 85th pick. So Will is giving up his 12th and 85th pick for the Cams, 129th and 153rd. So that just shows that I don't understand what's happening. No one really does. So nothing we can do there. And that's the manager of the week also. Cam able to make that trade happen. I guess Will was the one that offered it. Also, Will has blocked me from Twitter and all usage. So right now, he says when he gets to come on here, he will unblock me, but I don't think I'm going to have him on at all year just because he blocked me. I think it'll be a better turnout that way. A lot of more viewerships. You know how it goes. So next piece is the power rankings. Thinking about putting the beer chug on this video, I will not be due to the censorship of what showed. Just some people just looking a little bit softer than others. So we'll just keep that in the back pocket in case I ever have to, make a quick snippet and put it on. For now, we're going to just say that Kyle won the whole thing and a couple other guys just never finished. So that's about it on there. This year, again, my team will be really good. This is the power rankings that we are going into next. you guys will be surprised on where people are. I'm projecting where they're going to be. We're going to talk about who they're playing, so on and so on. So here we go. So El Chapo is going to be the 12th ranked team. After trading 2 of his better players and top picks to Cam, I just think his team is going from possibly being power ranked one of the top 10-3, but by Yahoo standards, I'm thinking he's going to go 2-11 now. To be honest, I think Zeke's going to come back. Like Slamus has said to me, if Gordon makes a deal, Zeke's going to say, I'll just take what he gets or $2 million more on top or something ridiculous like that. I think both are going to end up playing this year. We were wrong last year about Bell, but I think this year they're going to end up coming back. So Zeke is definitely going to play for Cam. So El Chapo 2-11. He's playing Barry's Beach Sox. I also think Barry's Beach Sox is going to beat El Chapo there. At number 11, we're going to, keep it simple here. Mahomes. They're going to be 3-10 this year. That's my prediction. Yahoo's prediction a little bit better, 4-9. But at the end of the day, I think Mahomes here, taking him first, not really having a core strong team at all. Josh Gordon and Landry are your 1 and 2s on wideouts. I just don't think that's going to pan out too well. You do have Damian Williams and Johnson, but I just don't think your team has the depth because you took a quarterback so early, so you weren't able to pick up some key assets. The next team is the punts and the you-know-whats. See that? I can always make a team name on the fly. Punts and you-know-whats. That's the team there at the league thinks the Yahoo has him at 1-12, which is punts and you-know-what's at 4-9. That's my ranking. I think Conti's going to do okay this year. He always does pretty well. But Yahoo is not favoring him at all. The next team is one of the worst team names I've ever seen. He keeps picking bad team names. Clothing optional. That's PJ there. Yahoo has him at 1-12. Deservingly, he was last year's last place team. 4-9 is where I have him. I have him at least winning 2 to 3 games. There's some subpar managers in this league, if you haven't noticed by the draft and also now how people are trading, that there are some subpar teams, so there's a lot of room for improvement throughout the year. At number 8, we have Barry's Beach Sox, one of the greatest team names I've ever seen. 12-1, Yahoo has them at that standards, but to be honest, I have them at 5-8. Melvin Gordon, week 4, week 5, possibly coming back. That's when his team's really going to hit the strength of their team plus their schedule, I think, from what I remember. So I think there's really some floor, some high ceiling for Luke this year, but right now his team is on the weaker half, I'd have to say there. At number 7 is Tom's loyal disciple. I never count him out because he is my best friend, my best brother, the only brother I do have. Tom's loyal disciple, 9-4, Yahoo has him. 5-8, I have him. He's one of those guys that, we'll see what he can do. Top 6 make it this year. Hope he does make it. I love playing him, but we'll see. He plays ELE. We'll see what happens there. At number 6, we got B Money. 9-4 Yahoo predictions, but to be honest, I think his team's a little weaker on the running backs. He's trying to trade his wideouts. Of course, he tried to trade with me, but he can never make a deal. 5-8, he's guaranteeing another championship, which last year, you know how that went. At number 5, I'm going to put myself here because I don't want to put myself to the top because you guys hate that. Number 5, Goodell equals Hitler. 5-8 by Yahoo, 8-5 by my standards. I play optional clothing or whatever his name is. We'll see how that goes. Number 4, RG three-way. They have him at an 8-5 record, I believe. I do not know. 7-6. Sorry, Yahoo has him at a 7-6 record, and I have him at an 8-5. Sorry, my notes are a little tiny here. At number 3, we got Papa J's Kool-Aid. Projected, I think 7-6 record. 10-3 is where I have him. He is the champion. I think this year he's going to have a great year again. His running backs, he's got a lot of depth on the PPR side of running backs. I think he's trying to make a deal somewhere. We'll see what he gets to do this year. At number 2, if you haven't noticed, there's 2 teams left here. ELE, I really do like his team this year. He is happy. I wish he just didn't draft so many quarterbacks. He drafted 3. He has actually a pretty decent team if you look at it. I think he's got a great shot this year. It's just the way he manages and just taking so many quarterbacks. I wish he just picked up a couple other guys. has, but there are some teams with no quarterbacks, so I think he's going to be able to move some chips around and get some extra coin there. At number 1, no question about it, Ned Starks had one of the worst drafts I've seen him ever have, but somehow he pulls off a trade of the year. Yahoo has him at 4-9. I have him at 12-1 this year. To be honest, Zeke's going to come back, and his team is he's got Bell, Joe Mixon, and Zeke as his backups, and Drake. He has Drake too. Joe Mixon is his flex option. He has AJ Green on the bench. That's pretty strong right there when he gets healthy. His team is going to look really nice. I think he still has a lot of room for improvement just because he has so much value in so many different places on his team now. He's going to be able to trade for even probably stronger chips. Don't be surprised if he goes for like a Michael Thomas or something and tries to do a 2-for-1 now, because he literally just made out on that trade. So also, we're almost done here. Sorry for the long talk. It's the first week of the year. 1K bet, GB versus B Money. There was a great Twitter beef on there. A lot of people hating on GB's team. A lot of people hating on Will's trade. But it was like 19 people voted. I think 2 voted for GB. B Money looks to be the favorite on the 1K bet. And that's about it. Wow. First week, we're here. Very excited. Sunday's coming. It is Monday. It is Labor Day. Hope everyone's having a great day. Thank you again to another great year. Everyone did pay already, which is pretty impressive. Very excited about that. Other than that, I just want everyone to know that you can come and be on the show. Everyone, we're gonna have some cool ideas this year. Looking at a pizza eating contest, wings. We're gonna do some wings. There's some ideas we have going on right now. I'm just waiting to hear back from people, but no one ever calls me. But thank you again, Scotch Storch. Trippy Red, taking a walk. Thank you again. See you guys soon. God bless. My team's gonna win it all, baby. Let's do it. Here we go.